After nearly a half-century of operation, Plymouth's controversial Pilgrim nuclear power plant is slated to shut down at the end of this month. But as Connecting Point's Adam Reilly reports for the plant's neighbors, the story isn't finished. It's just entering a new phase.
Straight out there is a rectangular block. It looks small, and you say, how could something so small have the potential to destroy the Commonwealth?
For the better part of 3 decades, Mary Lampert has pushed to contain the threat she believes Pilgrim nuclear power plant represents. And frequently, Lampert, who runs the advocacy group Pilgrim Watch, has gotten what she pushed for.
More conservative radioactive release standards, more health studies done, more realistic emergency planning.
Now, on May 31st, Pilgrim is shutting down for good. But if you think Lampert feels victorious, think again.
The game's not over. We're entering decommissioning, and there are big issues ahead.
Decommissioning a nuclear plant happens after shutdown, when it's painstakingly cleaned and dismantled to eliminate radiation risk. At Pilgrim, for example, more than 4,000 spent fuel assemblies will be moved to this parking lot, where they'll be stored in 61 massive concrete casks.
They're just big spherical shapes, and it'll just be on a concrete pad. It's pretty standard.
Patrick O'Brien is a Pilgrim spokesman. When he talks about decommissioning, he makes it sound almost boring, saying the process
will be to return this site to kind of how it was pre-Pilgrim. The conditions would be removal of the buildings, removal of structures, parking lots. Spent fuel casks really would be the only remnants that you'd see that there was a plant here.
But there's a catch. If current plans hold, Pilgrim's owner, Entergy, won't be in charge. Instead, the plant will be transferred to Holtec International, along with Pilgrim's Decommissioning Trust Fund, which contains roughly $1 billion.
It will clearly cost more than they're estimating.
Lampert notes that Holtec has never decommissioned a plant before and says unforeseen costs could leave taxpayers on the hook. She's also concerned about the cleanup's pace, especially given Pilgrim's location.
Anything that's in the soil and the groundwater is going to flow into Cape Cod Bay.
Also worried about the future, Plymouth Town Manager Melissa Arrighi.
It is incredibly disappointing to me that the town of Plymouth will be the community that is stuck with the spent fuel for all these years, when really that wasn't the original promise.
Which was that all spent fuel would be shipped to New Mexico for storage. Arrighi also says despite the huge role Holtec is about to play, the company is still something of a mystery.
Do they have the wherewithal? Do they have the fiscal responsibility and management to make sure that that money is spent first and foremost on cleaning up the site, making sure that safety of the spent fuel rod, the moving of the spent fuel rods, that comes first?